Simply, we live in an era where innovations in digital technology have provided us consumers with a variety of screens and portals through which we can access motion picture entertainment. But if we were to teleport back in time to the first half of the 20th century, it was cinema which was our sole point of access to filmed entertainment. Subsequently, cinema going became a popular habitual activity for individuals. However, over time, the concept of cinema was continuously contested, experiencing many ups and downs, as the growth of cinemas created moral panic for individuals, resulting in huge declines in admissions. This worsened during World War II as cinemas became run down. Soon after, admissions were almost rectified due to the advent of drive-in theatres. However, it wasn't until the mid-1980s where multiplex theatres were built, which led to a dramatic resurgence in the popularity of cinema going as a leisure activity over the past 3 decades worldwide. Multiplex cinemas successfully created a space that people simply wanted to inhabit. However, it seems that cinema and cinema going hasn't caught a break, with nowadays the development and widespread adoption of a range of home viewing technologies now have changed how we watch movies, creating a new moral panic for people, especially loyal cinema goers like me, threatening the survival of cinemas, as many articles keep saying. Due to Netflix in 2007 now prominently and widely used in society, delivering movies directly to over 130 million of customers' computers, providing a convenient way of watching a wider selection of movies at lower cost than cinemas. So does this low-cost and highly accessible distribution platform Netflix have the potential and right to replace cinemas and cinema going for consumers? Yes, they both involve the exact same activity of simply sitting and staring at a screen. However, are both experiences the same? Do we get the same things out of both of these experiences? Which leads to my most important question. What are the factors that motivate consumers to experience a film in the theatre versus viewing a film in their home using home viewing technology? As an advocate of both experiences, I therefore want to discover the answers to these queries, and therefore I have decided to take my friend Griffin on both movie-going experiences, also filming both of his encounters and what occurred to help me compare and gain a better understanding of both experiences and the intent of them. So here is what went down. As you observe, you'll be able to make many comparisons between the two.
What do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no.
As you could see, at home his eyes always left the screen as he was very distracted. He checked his phone numerous times, he changed the volume heaps, paused to leave the room to get food. Even his brother came in and disturbed us midway through to ask a question. I also noticed Griffin was a lot more talkative, drawing the conclusion that both experiences are quite different. As the table will show you, that there's a lot of differences compared to similarities. Even when I asked Griffin's questions following both movie sessions, he seemed to be more emotionally moved by the movie that he watched in the cinema than to the movie he watched at home. As you can hear in his replies, he gives a more detailed analysis about the cinema movie and seemed to enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah. I actually loved it. I thought it was a great movie, great story, great acting from both Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I thought it was very emotionally stirring.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
He really struggled to elaborate on more about it. It was probably due to movie theatre's abilities to monopolize the viewer's attention with large screens, powerful sound systems, and a darkened environment, increasing the emotional impact of their content, which was an important conclusion reached in the 1988 Palm Green et al. Study of film attendance. They also found that cinema provides potentially more enjoyable and gratifying experience than other viewing medias, and this was the case for Griffin compared to Netflix, as smaller screens produce less psychological arousal. Furthermore, I asked Griffin for his reason of going and attending each
Why
experience.
do you come to the movies?
Because I love the experience here. I love being completely immersed into a movie, into a story, and just escape reality. Just love the feeling and the emotions that get brought up when watching a movie.
As Austin's 1986 and Palm Green et al.'s 1988 study of cinema suggests that there are mainly 3 gratification factors that motivate individuals to view a film, being cognitive gratification, affective gratification, and gratifications related to great expectations. As I discovered, and as Griffin reveals, it seems that his most important factor to viewing film depicts an affective gratification, as he wants to be affected emotionally by a movie, which was also the most important factor for theoretical attendance found in Turfatel's study, thus justifying why Griffin answered this to my final question.
Either had one experience for the rest of your life. Would you pick the Netflix experience or would you pick the cinema experience?
Oh, I would probably pick to go to the cinema for the rest of my life, because just get a lot more immersed into the movie, and that for me is what movies is all about.
Talking to Griffin and examining both experiences, it has helped me understand why individuals would choose one experience over the other. With support from studies, it shows that both experiences have different intentions and uses. Therefore, cinema and Netflix need to focus on that to differentiate themselves from each other, so that this doesn't happen in the future.